Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. Doing a little double recording today because I woke up today and... Wait, first of all, I lost my streak. On stream, I was resetting if I didn't get one of the new bosses. I got a Kale and Archeon run, and I went, alright, fuck it. Give me a new one. So if you're curious about what happened there, that's what happened. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I agreed to a Twilight Imperium game, and that's tomorrow. And I went, oh, oh shit. So I will not be recording any videos tomorrow because I will be busy gaming. Now, oh, you know what? I actually wanted to check the Discord about something real quick for this game. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to pause. I want to go read. 1 moment. Okay, I'm done reading. I wanted to read what people were saying about this boss because I don't know if I've talked about this, but I'm pretty sure this guy is bugged one way or another. I think I did talk about this yesterday. But yeah, the more mass Fleshweaver, which is his thing, is he has 3 more mass. He has less mass than the base Fleshweavers do, like the ones that don't have more mass. So I think that he's bugged one way or another. I'll be interested to see which way it is. I think probably they'll bring more mass up in amount of mass. But anyway, I was just curious about that. So we're going to fight the one where the Fleshlings gain spikes. Strix and Hollow is +3 to Hollow on Slay and +30 HP to Strix on Incant for Hollow. And then Savagery Seraph. Start the game with Selene Acolyte, and it's Luna Coven main, so it's an okay line. It's not a thrilling line because we do have to be careful about Fleshweaver. He does just kind of cheat past and kill you here. We'll see. I'll do Capricious Reflection. I think it's a fine card. Sorry, Relic. And I actually think that the Silver Empress path is really good. I think Moon Cycle is pretty bad. I don't have any Moon Cycles. I've talked at length about how I think that this is not a very good thing to do in this game. Silver Empress, I think, starts at 70 as long as we're on full moon, which is good. Now, important thing that I do know, if you want to play full moon on a boss on the first fight and you have no Moon Cycle, you have to play middle floor. That is the only way to get full moon versus the boss. Now, downside here is that Echo will be taking a lot of damage. And I'll take some damage to Pyre as well. The upside is we shouldn't be too bad off here. I'm gonna play both Witch Weaves, and then we're gonna go ahead and do like... I could even go so far as to like Gravity a Steward or something. I don't know. As long as she lives another round, it should be fine. Because I want to just have the heal carry me here, is the plan. I want the heal from Witch Weave to carry me. I could do... could do something like Gooey Flask and then play that again next turn. I think what I'll do is next turn... So we're going to play nothing else here. And you're on a cooldown too, so that's fine, right? And then, because I played nothing else, I can guarantee this is Witch Weave, which heals me to full. That's the plan. Then you're both just going to get one shot. The boss is going to walk at me at full power. There's nothing I can do about that. I could maybe, like, Spore Touch my Spear Steward, but that doesn't even help me. I'm leaving these Gooey Flasks in because sapping the boss would be very good. He's not gonna kill me because I have plenty of HP, but he can definitely take a lot of my health. We get the Witch Weaves. 3, 14, it's kind of the same. I'll do Gooey Flask, because either is good. If I get Witch Weave or Gooey Flask next turn, it's fine. I just don't want Spore Touch. And then either one is fine. I get Gooey Flask, which is a little better, I would say. Because now Echo lives... She doesn't live another hit? Oh, you know what? Because his health bar doesn't move. I understand. Yeah, so we actually only hit him for 80. Oh, what that means is I should actually go in and I should just put all my damage into the boss. Yeah, 14, 12. If I could have knocked some of his rage off, it would have been good. But I needed to take 2 rage off of him, which is kind of not possible. It's okay though, we're just gonna play it out as you would expect here. We'll do fine, we'll take a little bit. Stupid, annoying boss that didn't get nerfed, and I hate him, and we all hate him, I'm sure. But, you know, what can you do? He's gonna hit 8 plus 8, which means that I don't get anything for playing, like, +1 here. It's 8 and then 8, because the sap and the rage just cancel each other out. So he's just gonna be 8 for the whole fight. And I take 3 hits. Great boss. Love fighting this guy. He's so cool. Holdover Phase Blessing, extremely good. Thank you, Capricious Reflection. And Loam Coat is good. It's a great way to not lose in the early game, which is our big problem here. Now, that was probably one of the worst possible starts we can have nowadays, and it was fine. You could probably make it a little worse if you start with, like, Lunar Priestess, but we only took 33, which I think nothing would die from. So I think that it's pretty hard to lose in this fight now, basically, is what I was thinking. Quick, and maybe you want to go look for Moon Phase Control, I'm not sure. I want to take anything that's just good right now. Prickly Puffball is good right now. And then of course we're going to put Quick on Selene Acolyte. And I think I'll pass this Conduit 5. If you want to be 100% safe, which I actually do because I have a lot of respect for this boss, you go Large Stone Prickly Puffball. And now our early game shouldn't have any fear of dying in this fight, because the Spikes boss could be a little frightening. So big Prickly Puffball sits here, Eka plus Selene Acolyte go here, and then whatever's left goes top floor. And this Puffball should do great work. This is not any, they don't have any backline access, so we can just go like that. Then next turn I'll hit the Lunar Echo. I think, by the way, if you want to make this path like really, really consistently good, oh, I should do this next turn. Anyway, it should phase. I don't really understand why this doesn't phase you to full moon. I feel like it would make it so much nicer if you just had phase to full moon on this thing. Right? Because like every other turn you could just set it so you're always full moon, I guess, which is why they probably didn't do it, come to think of it. I bet that's what it is. Because you would just, every new moon you would just switch it. Yeah, okay. I would take this up to 3 cooldown to have full moon at my fingertips. It's just so important for this Eka, you know? Like, she needs this so bad. So badly, I guess. She needs it a lot. It's very important. Hold over Celestial Storm? Nah, we could do double stack Starstruck. This one's fine. I really, really need to find my plan for controlling the moon phase, though. I think Holdover Glow Up is kind of like, it's good. But what are you glowing up in this run? It's like Conduit 2 every turn, which is kind of mid. Maybe some regen as well, but I think it's not that strong. I'm gonna play Rot. If this was a Luna banner, I would go left here because of the chance to see Lunar Priestess. I'm gonna go right, and we're gonna look for any of the good things that this run wants in the arm shop now. Mushy Room's okay. Let's go peep the alcove real quick. Richard Garfield has... Is there anything crazy to put in the box? No. So we'll just use it for 3 removals. I played the large mystery box, I think, yesterday, but it might have been on a different... it might have been on a stream run, I don't really remember. And it wasn't very good. It would probably be okay here, but I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to have the energy. This run's a little expensive. Okay, I will take Mushroom. I think it is a pretty consistently good thing to have. I don't need Swift Steel Dagger. I will roll. I'll hit nothing. And I think that's it. I kind of want to play Deployable Mushroom. I think it's not a bad choice. We have the energy left over, and if we end up not needing it, we can just throw it away. Like, we don't have to play it in deployment, right? Alright. The magic shop for Intrinsic would also not be a bad thing to start looking for. Because, you know, steel shops suck, or arm shops suck, as we all know. Arm shops are very consistently bad. No one's surprised by that. And having turn 1 magic resist, not magic resist, what the fuck am I saying? Having turn 1 armor would be really good. Magic resist? Okay, I need a Lone Coat Eka here because I think if I don't, she's gonna die. She might die anyway to Fleshweaver here, to be honest with you. He's a little frightening. How much do the little dudes have? 9? Ooh. That's a lot. So we're gonna go Witchweave Spore Touch, and that'll kill this guy since he's rooted. And that's just one of them gone. If he goes middle floor, am I doomed? No, because I played the Lump Coat. Never mind. All is fine. Then we just go Gooey Flask, Pay's Blessing, and then I'll play one of those 2 cards again. It's actually kind of juiced here to just descend this dude and let him die of his own volition. I think that's the way. I'm a little worried about this boss just kind of sitting here, though. I guess once he gets decayed by Puffball, it'll be fine. It should be, anyway. I'd like to play Calcified Ember, but I do not have it. So we'll just make another guy. And I think I'll make another guy. And we'll just strip a bunch of mass off. Because each of those masses is not actually causing me to take much more damage, right? It's, how much is it per mass? 2 per stack, yeah. So it's only +1 per stack of mass. I want Phase Blessing here just in case I hit the boss somehow. It's nice to have insurance. And we are... okay. The damage from decay goes before the sap. Did you see that? This kind of comes out sapped. That's good to know. Useful to have. So yeah, we'll just Witchweave. Witchweave. We're gonna make dudes. I think it's fine to do. You'll die to yourself. So we'll just stack up. I think we're guaranteed winning this fight now. The more I play this fight, the more that I do really like it. It is nice. What I think I'm gonna start to see is I think I'm gonna start to really hate Archeon because this fight's really cool, and Archeon is like, he's gonna feel lame, man. I'm not interested. Don't make me fight Archeon anymore. Let me fight this guy. He's really, really fun. Like, he's so interactive to fight. You think it's like every turn you think about how much you can really do. I do feel like the one thing I will say against Fleshweaver is that he is kind of just a brute. He just bludgeons you. On turn 1, especially. He just kind of walks in and fucking kicks your ass. Which is a little frightening. Okay, I should actually tank these, yeah. It's fine. I'll take the money. And then let's see what we get before I make any decisions on the map. Hold over Heavenfall. Hold over Racking Pain. These are not very good. Racking Pain holdover, though, is kind of juiced when you think about it, because it's just like pick a target and hit them for 70 plus 3x damage, or 3x debuffs, right? Because my Eka, she's going to have 70 conduit. And 3x debuffs is probably going to be, like, not a lot, actually. Hold over Heavenfall, though. If I have perfect moon control, Heavenfall's OP. It's just every turn I'm dropping. If I have perfect moon control, it's every turn do 150 to all enemies, which means that if you play top 4, every 3 turns you're doing 450 to everyone. So, it would be very good. But I don't have perfect moon control, so this card's kind of dead without it. It's almost like a worthwhile perspective pick, though. I think I will take this. It opens up one of the events, which we can talk about a little bit. Smidgestone Inoki is, like, fine. I don't have anything to play in that slot. So you could just play Inoki for 2 regen and 2 HP. It's good for Planetarium as well. Alright, you can come with us, Inoki. Now, I think I need to take energy, but maybe not. I'm gonna take draw first. Okay. The trinket shop will not offer me anything interesting, so we'll go to the left. This run needs to find like a holdover phase card, I'm pretty sure. That's what we need to look for. I'll go steel shop, we'll look for multi. Hey, multi. Nice. So we can check off the steel shops. We don't have to go to any more of these. I will take this, and then I'm going to go ahead and roll. Because I would like to grab this Conduit 5 Inoki. She's now like a really bad Moon Pixie. These are all bad. I have nothing better, so I could play Grow Room, but I think it's better to just do nothing than it is to play Grow Room. And if I miss everything, I'll play Glass Cannon. If I miss in every shop, Glass Cannon can still be there for me. Right, if I don't see anything. Draw -1. Well, we took draw +1, so it's fine. So every other turn is bad. Interestingly, every turn that we're full moon is a turn where there are guys on the floor. Or sorry, where there aren't guys on the floor. But if I play top floor, I guess I don't care. Okay. Yeah, final answer is I don't care. I think it doesn't matter. Because I think that these waves are not vast enough to cause me any troubles. I'm pretty sure these guys on the following waves I just don't need sweep for. Yeah, and I'm correct. It's just a single heavy. That's what I thought. So we'll play nothing but Phase Blessing so that we can be... And we need to be full moon for the boss so that we have the conduit to buff our Mage Blade up. That's the last piece of that I didn't finish saying. I really want to get rid of these calcified embers, but it's very hard. With this really good holdover card, it's kind of like I just want to play the holdover card, you know? That's bad, I shouldn't do it. That's just not a good choice. I shouldn't do that. Yeah, let's go Phase Blessing for 120. And then I can play cards this turn. I may as well come down here and give this guy a little help. Yeah, I don't want these guys living. And then as long as he tanks all of this, it's perfectly fine. I believe I will win Relentless. I'm going to hit Calcified Ember here. I believe I win Relentless. There's a haste guy here. That's fine, we got boys on the top floor for that. Doesn't even matter. And then, I don't know. It's weird because it's like not even good to play anything right now. Kind of strange. I'm gonna do Starstruck and then Daze the Boss, which is probably just instant win. If I play nothing but Starstruck, I probably win immediately. I've never really played a run where I've planned around Ekka's ability like this. Seems good. Okay, so where do we go from here? Maybe I don't need phase control is the next thought you can have about this run. It would be good to have, but maybe I don't need it. Consume permafrost phase to full moon. Yeah, one turn of I really need to sweep here. I can have Moonrise for that. Silver Ink is also cool, but I don't think I need it with holdover. These look not very good. I will pass. And then remember, we don't go to any more steel shops on this run. We'll just go magic. Intrinsic is very good here if we can see it. Remove consume. Remove consume Moonrise is kind of cute. And then we just dupe that like 2 or 3 times. That might be a good idea. I'm pretty rich, so we can do it. Sorry, just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I'm gonna roll. I don't really like any of this. You could do, you could do +20 Witch Weave. But let me get a roll. Intrinsic should be very good for us. And then we're going to grab maybe Holy Stone Heavenfall. My thought with this card... Pause for dramatic effect. My thought with this card is that we can see the entropy event with it. And then give it a -4. So it's not terrible to just throw something at it if that's the case. But it doesn't feel like it's really all that good. How important is this Holy Stone to me? I can go here with no real guilt. Here, so I'm gonna go back to full HP. Okay, I don't need it. These have been so bad. I'll take Fight Club because it's something. Honestly, is it? Yeah, it's something. I'll take it. Something to think about though. Let me grab another Moonrise. So we should never really get caught out of phase now. As long as I manage my moon phase correctly, which I should, we should never get caught off phase. Which is like the scariest thing that can happen to us. Continue our play middle floor lifestyle. This one's definitely energy if you're unsure. I'm definitely going energy after this. Is it? It's like, it's... Is it Loam Coat? Yeah, probably. I bet it's Loam Coat Phase Blessing. Oh, you don't even really need Glass Cannon. I guess you need it when we're off phase. Alright. You'd like... It's just fine, you know. Play nothing next turn, and then the turn after that we can play the ability from Ekka. We can go like... I only need to stack the frontmost unit, which is Ekka, of course. And then I can play this Calcified Ember. And this is what I was saying. I don't really need sweep in some of these fights because our damage is high enough. So we can kind of sit through the mid-game until we get up to Seraph. That's where it starts to matter. I could sap these guys. Honestly, the best thing to do here is probably just descend him. No, it kills Puffball. I guess I'll just Moonrise, it's fine. Why not, basically? It comes back around in plenty of time. Man, I'm gonna have so many chances here to miss. It's gonna be great when I miss everything that I want. It's gonna be very comedic. Because I get so many opportunities to whiff my room and equipment here. And it's like 100 chances to not hit what I want. Oh, an important note about Moonrise. If I play Moonrise, I have to play it again. Important thing to keep in mind. If you play it once, you have to play it a second time. Or else you get off phase for the boss. Which will pretty much only matter versus the Ring 7 boss. And only if it's the lady, because I don't think it matters for Rax at all. So, it matters in one case, but it's good to know what that case is and be aware. Planetarium, there you go. So you just gotta complain. It's the tech. Intrinsic Pox is kind of cool, but it's gonna kill my mushroom dude, my puffball. Endless Truffles. Every turn, fetch, and every turn, new equipment. Until you hit the Mageblade one. Fetch, die, repeat. Is that good? There's just no telling. I guess we'll never know. Item, Fight Club. I'm tempted to take Zone of Silence, but I have no way to pay for it. Here, show me the Entropic Crystals event so I can feel like a genius. Oh, I have no clue what this does. How exciting. You encounter a beacon emitting a terrific blinding light. The light offers no warmth, only a radiance that erases all features and distinctions. Okay. The beacon's crystal is a fragment carved off from the one that crowns heaven, stewarded by Seraph himself. Like the Pyre, it is revered and harnessed by those who serve it. Pour something into its light in hopes of purifying it. Erase card text and upgrade slots from a unit. Apply purified essence. This is so bad. When would you ever take this? 50 to make me want this, it would have to be like 200 or something. When would you ever want this? I guess you could put it on a shield steward. Apply dazed 1 to enemy units on all floors. What? What? Do I want Demon Fiend without trample or all enemies skip their next turn? Huh. You know, it's kind of close when you really think about it. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to afford Zone of Silence. These are all whatever. So we'll just go Planetarium. My Mage Blade will come in soon. It's probably in the 7th fight. Now, the looping one, the one where Strix buffs Hollow on loop, that's the one with haste. I don't know. I don't know what this wave what this fight has. We're gonna play it the same as we've played every fight so far, though. And then I kind of feel like maybe I should have played for the Jack-in-the-Box to be the one with Conduit, because it would be better with Planetarium. Something to think about. It is nice to play the Jack-in-the-Box top floor. I want to pay a bit closer attention to the waves than I have so far, because it's kind of nice to look at these and figure out if they're strong or not. Because you do have to clear backline. Someone was saying in the comments that you don't, like, you could just ping them off, and I think that maybe that's true. But also, like, you can't play front to back here. That's all that really matters to know. I want this guy away from me. I'm pretty sure. Not that I have a ton of choices, but I don't really want to incamp because he's going to buff Strix a bunch, which is a little concerning. We just do this. And I don't care about the jacket. Like, I can't do anything to save it. It'd be nice to save it, but I think it's outside of my control. Now, in this spot, we should Moonrise. Should do it down here for the armor. We should Loam Coat. And we should Phase Blessing. And I'm just going to end up incanting Strix. Hollow's never going to gain any attack. He's going to just sit here, because she's never going to get a killing blow. She might get 1, but she's going to get sapped down to 0. So I really doubt it. I could incant and then heal her. That seems good. This fight does have the chosen incant enemy, which is like... I remember being very thankful that this guy only showed up in the first fight. Or in the first boss fight, I should say. So good to see this guy here. Glad to have him. Hate him with my whole being. Despise his existence. It does feel like we can manage this fight super nicely, though. Like, you can make concessions that are good. It's not too hard to do. Here's a Phase Blessing. What's in here? Sport Touch? Yeah, whatever. I've stopped paying attention. I'm just gonna load up a bunch of Decay. And then next turn we'll Moonrise, because he's gonna be on the middle floor. Hollow, that is. We'll just get our full damage value here. I do have 2 Moonrises. I really felt like I haven't had 2 Moonrises on this run so far. How did I do? I've just never had them in the same hand. Anyway, you're pretty finished. They don't have much going for them here. I think the looping version of this fight is probably the hardest one. These guys don't really feel like they're all that scary. This variant. It does feel like they're pretty manageable. I guess she will get a slay here, but if you sap her, she just gets so fucked. Another boss weak to the sap mechanic. What's new? One mushy room and she's just kind of not out of the picture, but she's quite weak. Actually, no, she is going to get really fucked up by this, come to think of it. But she's going to eat a round of sap, and then she's going to eat another round of sap because of the deployment, or because of the relentless starting. Yeah, look at that. You think it's good to just go like Beacon's Light, and then hit it again next turn? Not that I even need to, of course, but like, you know. What if I just did that shit for fun? You can just let me out of here. I'll take my money and we'll go. Overall, I like the design of this fight, and it feels like a fight that doesn't... It hasn't felt too hard to me. I think that the one that buffs Hollow is the scariest. The one where she buffs him on loop, because all the other ones you can mitigate it pretty nicely. This card isn't terrible, Deadly Variant. Because we apply some sap with Mushy Room. It's probably not good enough to take, but it's worth thinking about. I have so many cards that are good in this deck that I want to draw to. Alright, last arm shop of the run. Remember, we don't need to go to the steel shop ever. So we can go be disappointed one last time before we punch out for the day here. I think the worst card in this deck is always going to be Sport Touch. When you have this Ekka. We'll go Full Moon plus 70. Give me a little heal. These are all bad. I'll roll. Whoa! Luna Cycle Staff. And I thought this was going to be bad. So my deployment is Inoki for 1. There's not a deployable tag yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm just all full. I probably want to skip Puffball or something at some point. But what would I play instead? Glass Cannon? Fight Club? I doubt it. I'll just remove 2 Sport Touches. We're weak in the Savagery because we're going to have to play middle floor. Maybe I don't have to play middle floor. We can think about it. Maybe I could just jam bottom floor and call it. But it feels like I don't really do enough damage to play bottom floor. I definitely don't take this trial. I think I'm definitely just gonna try it and see how it goes as my game plan. Because we can Mushy Room top floor to clean up. We can leave these guys. Or maybe Mushy Room middle floor for cleanup. And then if anything goes by me, it can walk into the Pyre unscathed. Oh, order. 200. Yeah, I'm a little shy of killing these guys. But it's not actually impossible because we have spells to finish up. So it's not impossible. This card should probably say consume. Just thinking about it, you know? That should probably say consume. The next turn is where it's tough though, because we don't always have the correct moon phase, indeed. And then I can lose here. But we have Phase Blessing and we have Witch Weave, so it's not the end of the world. What is this? It's just Phase Blessing again. We can Gooey Flask. Could also just hit this Heavenfall for 102. It's not really that good though, I don't feel like. I'll just go like Sap. Yeah, we're pretty weak though. I understand. This is why we couldn't take the Ascension stuff. I understand. We're close enough here that it's okay. Right, we aren't quite there, but we have enough that we can just sap these guys and let them walk into the Pyre, and they never hit me. This is not really a plan for Savagery Seraph, though, of course. This is only really for now. I would like the moon to be the correct phase. I would like to play Glass Cannon, and now we actually do enough with Glass Cannon. So maybe I should have deployabled that. I would have had to have done the math. This run, I can't quite describe it. It feels like I almost have a handle on what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's like just outside of my brain's capacity. Like I almost have it. I almost have exactly what I need to be doing in this run locked into my mind, but I just can't quite grasp it all. No, too bad. We could do Heavenfall, I guess. I should always win the Relentless. I would be shocked if he won. He is Rax, of course. Yeah. No, it's a weird feeling. Like I feel so close to knowing what I'm like. There's something I'm forgetting. There's something I'm missing in this run, and I don't know what it is. What's wrong? It's probably nothing. Aurora Weaver is better than Inoki, so I could play this. I think it's fine. Be a little weaker to be a little stronger later. I could take a second Mushy Room. I think it's not that good. And then I never want the Steel Shop, so we'll go to the Magic Shop. Another Intrinsic would be cool. That's pretty cool. Check the Trinket Shop. I can do +1 draw. Nice. Void Fragment in the final final Trinket Shop, a classic of our generation. Give me that in every run. It's so funny. I think a third Moonrise here probably is the way. And then I like Intrinsic here to play Intrinsic on Starstruck to just Daze Seraph for the first 2 rounds while we stabilize. I think that's pretty decent. And then remove Consuming isn't that good. I want to remove cards. Fight Club isn't too bad because it removes itself. And then Gravity's a fine ping. It's probably Spore Touch first. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good actually. Oh yeah. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's go see what I'm forgetting, because it feels like I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel like I'm forgetting something. It feels like I'm missing a piece of my plan. It's a very strange feeling. But I think we just mirror how we played last fight. Skip Inoki, though. Is Jack in the Box just better? It's 5 conduit per turn for 3 turns. So it's basically worth 15 conduit. How long does it take for the Mooncycle girl to catch up? Like 8 turns? Well, no, because she's also... Well, she's worth 5, but the Jack in the Box of baseline is worth 5. So 8 Mooncycles. Actually, I guess I should play Jack in the Box. Weird. Okay, we draw a Moonrise, which is important. And we're gonna lead off by Dazing Seraph. Fight Club middle. We just Witch Weave the guy. And then we get our first phase blessing down. I think I should just get rid of everything. And then we'll go +5 conduit every round. You get a glass cannon, and then we change the moon. And we're still in the clear on the moon cycle thing. I'd like to try to build towards it being okay to miss a turn here, if possible. But I guess that's a kind of a harder thing to do. not miss a turn, but like miss a moon cycle. Maybe with 3, we're just always fine. Ah, but we could also Beacon's Light. Probably it's not that good. I think it's better just to keep the moon phase correct. Pretty much always. And we may as well let Ekka get hit. No reason not to. Oh, but you know what? I should get rid of Aurora Weaver. It's a weird one, for sure. Also, I bottom decked her, so if I would have probably never caught up. It's 8 moon cycles, and I recognize the Moonrise will be used to cycle the moon, but that doesn't change anything. I think we actually have enough. We've saturated our deck with these Moonrises so that we can't miss, I believe. Especially if I get rid of Gooey Flask. We'll see what she ends at. She has to end this fight at 16 to overtake. Yeah, like we could daze and then survive this turn, but it wouldn't be good for me. And I think that there's a little trick you want to play here to play a guaranteed line, which is to press end turn. Because I think there's a chance you could miss Moonrise in 2 turns. Yeah, so if you play Moonrise here, there's a chance that you could bottom deck both Moonrises with Phase Blessing. If you play it this way, you can use Ekka's ability, and this is very minor for the record, but now it's like a 100% true guarantee. I can't possibly miss. It's impossible for me to not have full moon every turn for the rest of the fight. And that's what matters here. This is a really fun way to control the moon phase, I gotta say. I don't think we would have done this without Capricious Reflection, but it really lined up nicely. And I think that's kind of cool. A very interesting way to go about it. And then I fix the moon, and we're good to go. It just makes the deck small enough. It helps that I got 7 draw, right? Very helpful that I have Ever-Turning Soil. That is not a bad piece of the puzzle. Yeah, I've been trying to take draw a little more and energy a little less, because I feel like draw lets you get away with some more stuff. Like here, draw first was pretty good. Although it probably would have been the same energy draw or draw energy, to be fair. The only way you would take space in this run is if you had a Moon Pixie. But even then, it's not that good considering the Jack-in-the-Box overstacking. You'd have to wait on the Jack-in-the-Box, which is just messy. Same setup? I think so. This way we are accelerating the rate at which we fight the boss instead of... accelerating the rate at which we get hit, I guess I should say. But it doesn't really matter to me. I think it's fine either way. Because we also get the daze too, and then the beacon. Does he get dazed? He does get dazed. Alright. Now, our conduit doesn't scale, so this is a fight where if we were to be here forever, we would eventually lose. I think it's good to make note of the fight like that, even if it doesn't really matter in this case. It's just good to know. If we were here forever, we would eventually lose this fight. I'll hit a 95, because eventually the corruption would stack, and it would outpace me, right? That's the why. Oh, this can happen. Oh, start with this one. Okay. Fine, fine. So this is 40, this is 26. And that's 30. So everyone lives now. That's what's important here. This zealot might just go up and kick my ass. Not a lot you can do about it. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. Bottom deck both Moonrises. It's gonna happen into entropy sometimes. Especially without silence, there's nothing you can really do to stop it. I think the Loam Code is good. I guess it does give me some scaling. It gives me 2 conduit per turn. And we're gonna skip entropy curses since we want to try to actually hit damage on these enemies. Okay. Moon phase is correct. If I Heaven Fall, I kill the top floor, or the middle floor guy, which is good. And again, I'm just going to skip these entropy curses. I'm just going to tank the damage. I think it's fine to do until you get down to like 30. Which we will never get down to 30 in this fight. I can't even imagine that. This is just play Moonrise, everything dies. I don't have to think about it too much. You can go Daze to Heavenfall. I'm Heavenfalling because it does damage up here, which actually means I should ping this off. Kind of forgot about that. Oh, I should be playing Pyre lights. Heavenfall is like a free Pyre attack per turn, but I should also take his spell shields off. Because Pyre Light is a free Pyre attack per turn. Don't forget. You go Moonrise, Pyre Light, which weave the last one of these off, and then you can hit the Heavenfall. It hit him, right? Strange looking because it didn't play the animation that fucking breaks your neck. Just a little odd looking. Normally I'm getting flung around the map. I have a Moonrise, it's fine. 638, 572. I believe one more Heavenfall should get us there. Very interesting that Heavenfall ended up being a part of this run anyway, even though I didn't cost down it. I'm just playing it for 4. But technically 5, right? I'm playing it for 4, but I have Moonrise, so I'm playing it at an increase, or with an extra energy that I have, basically. Just interesting. No need to do anything else here. Next turn, lethal is guaranteed. I just play Moonrise, Heavenfall. Cool run. Wait, do you silence my conduit? Hey. Give me that back. He would silence it, by the way. The moon effects are triggers. Here, I'll show you just in case, because someone may argue with me about this. It happens from time to time if I don't illustrate exactly. So we'll wait the loading screen here while it figures out. See, like this. Because you're going to say, I said, do I lose my conduit here? I do. But you're going to say, and maybe you already paused the video to instantly type this. Streamer, you were on New Moon. You still lose it because these moon triggers are silenceable. Doesn't matter, I win anyway. But yeah. Yeah, you didn't even need it, but still. Alright, that was a fun one. Really, really good run. I enjoyed that one, I must say. I think that it looks boring because it's a quick sweep run, but I think it's not boring because it's an interesting way to manage the moon phase. Oh, and also a new clan combo victory. What does that put me at? 160, I think? 159. Well, that's standard runs, which means I think I have less Titans, so I think that's 157. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.